All right, the last flavor of equations that I'm going to help graph by hand or help you graph by hand is an absolute value equation. So here we just have the absolute value of x plus 3. Y equals, excuse me, the absolute value of x plus 3. These are actually pretty easy to do mentally, mathily, okay? Because we all can find the absolute value of something really quick in our minds, but still it's good to use a calculator to plug it out. Now, how do you do the absolute value of something? I think most absolute value buttons are under math. So if you hit math and you go to number, okay, you should be able to find the absolute value right there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the absolute value of -2, and then plus, what was it again? Move away, calculator, plus 3. Oh, it's 5. Weird. Well, doy, the absolute value of -2 is 2, plus 3 would be 5. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest of these mentally, mathily. Okay. Now, if there's stuff inside the symbol, so like let's say it was something else, side note here, let's say it was y x plus 3 absolute value, you make sure you do the operation inside the value and then you do the absolute value of it. So do the math inside and then do the absolute value. But if it's just a lone x in there, you just do the absolute value and then you do the operation. Okay, so again, kind of work your way from the inside out. If the operation's on the inside, it goes first. If the operation's on the outside, it does not go first. Okay. The absolute value of -1 is, well, +1. Yeah, right? Yeah, +1. So +1 plus 3 is 4. Okay. Let's see here. 0 plus 3 is 3. Absolute value of 1 is 1. Oh, nice. We have a nice little pretty thing going on here. Here we go. Matches. Absolute value of 2 is 2. 2 plus 3. So again, it kind of matches. So it's kind of like a parabola. Okay. Except there's no curve to this one. Okay. Up here, it jumped by different numbers. Going from 1 to 3 is a jump of 2. And then going from 1 to -5, that's a jump of 6. So it jumped rather aggressively. Did I say jump? Yeah, I said jump of 2, right? Excuse me. My brain is double guessing itself. So there's kind of a matching value situation. So again, that's kind of a sign there's going to be some symmetry going on here. Let's plot the quarter points and see what happens here. -2 and a +5. So -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. -1 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 0 and 3. 1 and 4. 1 and 5. Okay. I have a feeling that if I were to keep going, it's going to keep going in a nice straight line. I mean, I could plug in another number and see what it's out. What happens if I plug in a 3? So the absolute value of 3 is 3, plus 3 is 6. Weird. The absolute value of -3 is 3, plus 3 is 6. Weird. Okay, so yeah, it keeps going and going and going that way. So we got a nice little straight line this way. And we got a nice little straight line going that way. Oops, my pen decides to not work. There we go. So absolute values. Yep, absolute values look like corners. Okay, sharp corners. So it's really easy to spot an absolute value. If you got yourself a sharp corner and it's kind of mirrored left and right, it's definitely going to be an absolute value graph. So they're kind of tricky at first, honestly. You just got to be careful. Again, follow the rule. If the x is all by itself, do the absolute value and then do the operation. If the operations are on the inside, do those first and then absolute value them. So that's about it. Now what I'm going to do here after this video is I'm going to go through, I'm going to show you a way to make this table get filled out almost instantaneously. Doing it by hand isn't that bad, and relying on your own brain is a good skill. It keeps it sharp. But just for the sake of efficiency, I'm going to show you how to use these bad boys to get this table in a matter of seconds. All right? So hang in there. Next video, we'll show you some shortcuts now that you've earned it.